G'day and welcome to the Mind Your Body Show, episode number 64. I am your host, Jacob Andre, and today I am talking about my three-step system for overcoming injury to maximize performance. Before I get into it, I want to make sure that you know about my new free course, which is on my website at jacobandre.com. It is called Running Mechanics 101 and is ideal for anyone that wants to improve their efficiency and effectiveness in running. This course will teach you to run faster so that you can maximize your performance to succeed at the top level. For instant access, simply head on over to jacobandre.com and enter your name and email. Okay, on to this week's episode, and it is all about my three-step system for overcoming injury to maximize performance. This is an actual message which I received on Instagram that I'm about to read out. I'm interested in seeing what you offer and how I can benefit from a tailored program. I've had 5 knee surgeries in the past, including 2 knee reconstructions on each knee. Ouch. I lead an active lifestyle and train about 6 days a week. However, I've recently felt a slump in my training and feel it's time to see what I can gain from something more personal. Now, this is a typical message which I receive, and I received this one, as I said, through Instagram, which is where I receive most of my messages. Head on over to Jacob_Andre on Instagram and follow me there for a whole bunch of awesome content, if I do say so myself, on how to maximize your performance. Okay, so helping people like this is why I love what I do. And I've worked with many people in many different fields of health, fitness, and sport. But helping people overcome their injuries for longevity is my passion. So one of the things that I like to say that I do is I break movement down in order to build bodies back up. So as I started working with these individuals, I discovered they are often injury prone, they don't have an effective plan, and they need support. So I set about creating a system. If you follow me for a while, you know that I love systems. I needed a system that would make them stronger, pain-free, and accelerated their results. And I came up with this 3-step system. Number 1 is the consultation. Now, the consultation, which I call a wellness consultation, is like the keystone to the entire program, just in the same way that the keystone works in an arch where it holds the entire arch together at the top in the middle. This wellness consultation holds the entire system in place. My unique wellness consultation is 3 pages long and typically takes 45 to 60 minutes to complete. And it is like a pre-exercise questionnaire on steroids. Now, I'm also going to get all of my clients to complete a pre-exercise questionnaire because legally I need to, but this just takes it and runs with that, and it goes really deep into their past, present, and future. So when I compared previous clients who were not successful to those who were successful over the years of working with people over 15 plus years, I found that those who weren't successful typically didn't do the wellness consultation because they hadn't booked in to do it, and I didn't prioritize it to make sure that they did it. And unfortunately, they often were the ones that weren't successful. More to that, the ones that did do the wellness consultation weren't just successful, they were successful long-term. So they stayed successful and continued to achieve results well beyond after working with me. Now, number 2 is the program. And this is the meat in the sandwich. It's the juicy, good stuff in the middle, full of nutrients. The program is the main part of this entire system. Now, no one program fits every person in this case. Each program is specific to each individual's unique needs. Like a builder with a complete toolkit, I've learned an extensive range of exercises over the years. And like knowing when to use each tool, after having worked with over 5,000 people, I've learned when to use each exercise. And more to that, not just knowing how, or having a vast repertoire of exercises at my disposal and knowing when to use them, having the craftsmanship to know how to use those exercises in order to regress an exercise or progress an exercise through what is appropriate for that person in that moment, at that point in their training journey, is a real skill. So I've always said that science, you've got the science of writing a program, but you also need the art, and the art comes in through the coaching and knowing what to use and when to use it. And lastly, number 3 is accountability. The first 2 parts of the system are important, but like a tripod, without the third leg, it falls over. I've learned over the years that programs without accountability are rarely successful, especially for the long term. And when you're working with individuals with chronic injuries, you need to be accessible as their coach. This is one of the reasons why I don't believe that a lot of online programs where it's just delivered as a membership, a monthly membership, or a one-off program which they purchase and go away and do on their own are not often successful. When you've got accountability and you have someone working with you and available to you every step of the way, then that allows you to not only be successful, but be successful long-term. So one of the things that we do is we schedule regular calls and work our way through particular content in those calls, giving an opportunity to be able to ask questions and just engage in discussion around whatever the topic might be for that week, as well as being available by text to answer questions in the moment. Now, this is vital because often what happens is people can't wait a week. They certainly can't wait longer than a week. They need their answers solved right now. They need them answer their questions. They need their questions answered immediately. And so being able to be accessible in that moment is what really sets a program apart. And this is key. And it's why it is a third step in this three-step system. So this three-step system seems quite simple. You've got the consultation, the program, and the accountability. But that's what effective things are. And I've learned this the hard way over the years. They are simple. However, it's in the knowledge comprised within each of these steps which sets this system apart. It's the many experiences which I've had through the thousands of dollars of education and many thousands of years of practice working on the field in this area, which makes this system not replicatable and what sets it apart and makes it unique. So if you would like to discover if and how I can help you, please express your interest by completing the form, which is attached below. If you're listening to this on the podcast, it'll be in the show notes. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be in the description below. Click that link and let's discuss. Tell me all about you and let's discuss what it is you would need to do to discover whether I can help you. Okay, that's it. As I said, head on over, click that link below and fill out that form. Thank you very much for joining me again in this episode, and I'll see you next week.